It is a new day for transgender and gender-expansive students in Loudoun County schools.
Heading into this year will feel like a breath of fresh air on so many levels.
Wednesday night, the Loudoun County School Board passed Policy 8040, which requires school staff to address students by their preferred gender pronouns. It also allows students to use the restrooms associated with their gender identity.
All the trans and LGBTQ students in Loudoun, that they're welcomed here, that they're loved here, and that they're protected here.
Are you ready?
Sutton!
We are now live on Get the Tea, which is something we've never done before. It's very exciting, and we're hoping that it works out perfectly. Absolutely. So our first question is coming in from Denise, and she asks generally how you think the show's going. You know, with all the people that you've met and the conversations you've had, how are you feeling? Yeah, so they had picked me up, I guess, primarily looking at digital and sort of data side of things to pursue, I guess, their mission and to support that in sort of this 21st century environment that requires all those skills and such. And so I'd done a large amount of the branding, the website, the social media and stuff like that, and had reconnected with Krista sort of in that group. And then she had asked in that group chat, she was like, "Who did our logo?" And I was like, "That was me." And well, it's called Her Excellency.
And what minor task is that about?
Sorry?
I said, what minor, in quotes and sarcasm, task was that about?
That was about electing Virginia's first woman governor. Yeah. Definitely since moving back to Loudoun after college, I've gotten the opportunity to sort of like have that perspective and sort of look at it from an outsider's perspective and reflect on it when I was a student. And I think that I realized that there's a lot of problems that you sort of grew up in and that were factored like into the system and the inherent expectations since kindergarten through graduation. And you're like, oh, you know, that's just how that teacher is, or that's just how that particular administration treats kids who are this way. And I think that when you give yourself sort of like the space, like as a community member who isn't in that sort of rigid structure that a school can be, where, you know, the teacher can be the ultimate authority and you've got the bells that dictate where you can go when.